Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So we're looking at the best ever candidates. Remember, the best ever has to do with boxing skills, ring IQ, anything that has to do with actual boxing in a ring. This is how we measure who is the best ever, that way. And we must make mention of a fighter who hailed from Mexico. His name was none other than Ricardo El Finito Lopez. Ricardo El Finito Lopez rivaled Joe Louis in terms of the amount of defenses he had at minimum weight, 22 record defenses against champions and contenders from all over the world. And what was amazing about El Finito Lopez was he was the consummate technician, a Nacho Bernstein prodigy. This man really executed to perfection. And I'm going to show you video on his executions. This is him here hitting one of the contenders, I think it was a Japanese contender, with a left hook. But he had assortment of, look at this one. This is the left uppercut. He slips it against a southpaw. And you're going to see a reenactment of that in a couple of seconds. Okay? El Finito Lopez was in the minimum weight division a world champion. The only blemish on his record was a draw against a Nicaraguan champion in Rosendo Alvarez. And what's beautiful about this guy was the way how he placed punches. You know, he had 38 knockouts out of 52 fights, an average of 73.8% knockout ratio. But most of his knockouts came as a result of his technical skills. It wasn't so much his punching power as his technical skills. You see him here. He check hooks this guy. This guy actually walks into a check hook. Sounds familiar? Yeah. Guys like Floyd Mayweather, guys like Roy Jones Jr. use the check hook. You're going to see him implement the leaping left hook in a minute. That's the straight right. Shocks the guy. Alright. Just brilliant, this guy. Not just offensively, but defensively as well. Pity you can't see it. Here, again, now he does the left hook. He left hooks him. Knocks this guy stupid. He didn't expect that in the exchange. Staying on the outside. You'll see a little bit more in a minute. This time he hits this guy with a right hook. He has an assortment of weapons. He sums you up and he's gonna get you. That's the left uppercut. That's the leaping left hook. Okay? Brilliant, brilliant boxer. And he mixed it up. So he had different ways of knocking out opponents. And definitely somebody you should pay attention to. That was his offensive, but he also had pretty good defensive skills. He'd use the high guard mostly, something that you would have seen with Juan Manuel Marquez, who doesn't execute as well as Ricardo Lopez does, both being trained by Nacho Bernstein. But nonetheless, it gives you an idea. I think Juan Manuel Marquez, he doesn't slip punches before landing that left uppercut. That's his problem. So he gets countered instead of waiting to slip the punch and then executing that left uppercut as it ought to be executed. Definitely a great fighter, Ricardo Lopez, El Finito, and definitely a Hall of Fame candidate. I suggest highly that you guys look into him. Yes, he also broke Rocky Marciano's record before anybody else, so the only thing is he has this little blemish on his record, which is the draw. But he has long since retired, and he has broken Rocky Marciano's record. He retired undefeated and definitely fought a high level of competition. I'm sure he influenced a lot of fighters coming up in their careers after seeing what he did in his career. So That's as much as I will say about El Finito Lopez.